Alley Cats, any viewers. So today I'm doing the TMI tag, which is basically just me answering 50 random questions. I thought it'd be fun and you could get to know me a little bit better. And it's just a good time, so if you want to do it, totally leave a video response or, just answer it in the comment box down below and I'll just get started. First question, what are you wearing? I'm wearing my Bioshock tank top from Cherry Sauce Clothing. It's the, I forget what it's called, Sister of Adam tank. And then just these like denim short things. I had to wear long ones because if I don't, it looks like I'm wearing no pants with this top. So that's all I'm wearing. 2. Have you ever been in love? Now, I love a lot of people, but I've never been truly in love because I've never been with anybody. So I would have to say no, but I do love a lot of people. 3. Ever had a terrible breakup? Again, never been with anyone. So no, but I have had my heart broken so many times, it's not even funny. Don't want to go into it, but yeah, just saying, no terrible breakup, but terrible heartbreak. 4. How tall are you? I'm 5'5". I know a lot of people say I look taller in my videos, but I'm actually average height. So yeah, I'm pretty tiny. I wish I was taller, so I could model and stuff. 5. How much do you weigh? Okay, that's really rude to ask a woman, but I will tell you. My weight usually fluctuates between 110 and 120, just depending on stress and, all that good stuff. Right now I'm sitting at 112, so yeah, I'm 112. There you go. You know my weight now. 6. Any tattoos? Yeah, I've got my Stay Strong, and then I've got a music note on my foot, which I actually hate showing my feet, so I'm not going to show it to you, but it's an 8th note, and I love it. I just don't want to show you my foot, so I've got 2. 7. Any piercings? Just my ears, if you can see that. I've thought about getting them pierced twice, but I don't wear earrings all the time anyway, so I thought that'd be kind of pointless. But it does look cool to have 2 piercings or one up here, But right now I just have these 2. Well, these, I don't know if you count that as 2, but ear piercings. 8. OTP. That's like a shipping thing. So if it's fictional, I'd have to say Oliver Queen and Felicity Smoke from Arrow. In real life, I really don't know. People can just date whoever they want. 9. Favorite show? Of all time, Firefly. Currently, Game of Thrones. 10. Favorite bands? My favorite bands, I actually like a lot of different bands, but my favorite bands of all time would have to be like Def Leppard, Journey, AC/DC, Queen. Those bands, the classic rock bands, I love those bands. They're probably my favorite. I love most of their songs. And yeah, those are my all-time favorites. I mean, there's some, today, that I absolutely adore. Let's see, I love... Gosh, this is really hard to think of bands that I like that... it's so hard. But yeah, I like a lot of bands from today, as you can tell, if you look at my monthly favorites playlists, but my all-time favorites were the ones I mentioned. 11. Something you miss. I really miss high school. I loved high school. I felt like I belonged there, and I was in choir. I had so much fun with that. I loved to sing. I had art class, which I suck at art, but it was really fun to be in that art class. And then just my friends there, knowing everybody in my grade basically, because we're a small town, so it was a very small grade. We had 200 and something students in my grade, and I love the school. They've actually changed it now, which kind of breaks my heart, but I had so many fond memories of high school and just being there and having awesome times, and they had the best cheese sticks there. Oh my gosh, I know someone's going to say something dirty about that, that's what she said, but they did. They were awesome cheese sticks. I miss those things so much. It's cray-cray. I could go on and on about high school, but I won't. 12. Favorite song. My favorite song changes all the time, but right now I'd have to say it's probably Lost Stars by Adam Levine. I've listened to that song a bajillion times. It's amazing. Listen to it, but it'll probably change once I hear another song that I think is totally amazing. 13. How old are you? I just turned 22 in July. I know a lot of people say I look younger than I am, but I act older. And I actually feel older than 22. I never really had my teenage years because I had to grow up from being a child to being an adult because I had so many medical tests and, having to deal with going to the doctors and all that kind of stuff. So I lost out on my teenage years, but that's fine with me because it didn't really appeal to me anyway. I didn't want to be wild and crazy. I just wanted to be myself, so I'm fine with that. And I'm fine that I act older than 22. that's fine, because I don't feel 22, so there you go. I'm 22, even though I look like 18. My zodiac sign is Leo, the lion, like a Lannister. But yeah, I'm a Leo. A lot of people say I don't seem like one. I'm not big into astrology, but I am a Leo. Quality you look for in a partner. Number one would have to be a good sense of humor, because I actually really like to laugh. I know I say I don't like comedy movies or TV shows, but I really do enjoy to laugh, and if you can make me laugh, then you're one of my favorite people of all time. And so I really look for a good sense of humor in someone. And then just a sense of humility and kindness, because, you know, you don't want to be with a jerk. So yeah, humor and kindness are the top two things in my book. Favorite quote. I really don't have a favorite quote. There's so many quotes I enjoy and love that I just can't pick a favorite, and plus I can't think of them right now. But yeah, I mean, I like a lot of quotes. There's this one in Silver Linings Playbook. I can't remember it word for word, but it's like, you have one shot at a silver lining, and you need to take that shot, basically, and it's stuck with me, and I really need to watch that movie again so I can memorize that quote. But it's an amazing quote, and Silver Linings Playbook is an amazing film, so check it out. Favorite actor. I used to say Johnny Depp, but really, lately I haven't been too impressed with his work. I really think Alexander Skarsgård is a very underrated actor. He is superb. He's amazing. All of his films, like all of his roles, he does an amazing job. He immerses himself in every role he does. So check out some of Alexander Skarsgård's work. He is a phenomenal actor. Next up is favorite color, and that should be obvious, but it's pink. I love pink. It's been my favorite color ever since I was basically a little girl. And you know, I'm just a girly girl, so I like pink. Sue me. Don't really sue me. Loud music or soft? Loud? The louder the better, okay? I can't listen to little soft music in the background or whatever. It's gotta be loud. So, loud. Where do you go when you're sad? I go to one of two places. Either my room, where I play games or watch movies, or I go in the living room where the computer is at, and I turn on music really, really loudly and start singing, because singing makes me happy. I annoy the crap out of my parents, but, you know, deal with it. So, either my bedroom or the living room to listen to music or play games or watch movies. That's what I do when I'm sad. How long does it take you to shower? That is a really personal question, but I will tell you 10 to 15 minutes usually. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Because I'm not very high maintenance, like 30 minutes tops, really. I'm super, super fast when it's time to get ready. Like, I just want to get ready and go. Ever been in a physical fight? No. Look at this face. Do you think this face would ever risk being put in a physical fight? Really? Because I can't mess up this face, okay? It's too beautiful. But really, I'm just really just too sweet to be in a fight. I mean, no one's ever been that mad at me. I've never been, well, I have been that mad at some people, but I've restrained myself. So no, I've never been in a physical fight. Turn-ons. Okay, that could be very, very dirty, but I'm going to be, you know, PG and just say a good sense of humor, like I said before, kindness, you know, someone who's a gentleman, someone who's a gamer, because that's awesome, and someone who can actually share my passions like films and music and books and stuff like that, because I'm very, very eclectic, and I just need someone that's like that. And that's basically the turn-ons for me. And turn-offs. Okay, turn-offs are people that are jerks, guys that just say, oh, boobs. Okay, guys, I appreciate they like my boobs, but come on, that's kind of a turn-off. Just gotta admit it. And then just like people that are really, really, really into sports. I'm talking mostly about people in my state, but I just don't like sports, and people that kind of try to force it on you and, you know, think that you should be obsessed with sports just as much as they are. That really turns me off, and it really makes me angry. So those are my turn-offs. Really weird turn-offs, I know. The reason you joined YouTube, I was really just watching a bunch of other bigger YouTubers that I don't watch anymore, but I was just like, I'll just make a video and put it on YouTube and see what happens. And you're stuck with me now. That's my story. My fears. I'm really not afraid of much, but I will admit I have one weird fear that a lot of people don't know about, but, you know, I'm going to tell you. My biggest fear ever is throwing up. I cannot stand it. It's the worst thing ever, and I'm nauseous every day. So it's kind of really, you know, it's painful. Like, I have to deal with this fear every day. But I can't stand watching it in films or TV shows when it happens. It just kind of ruins it for me. Reading a book and having, you know, a scene with that in it ruins the book for me. And then if someone mentions it, I kind of start to freak out and I have to tell them, hey, I'm emetophobic. I'm afraid of throwing up. Please don't mention it. Which sometimes they still do, and it bugs me, but I only say it once because I don't want to be annoying. But yeah, throwing up is my biggest fear, and that's probably my only fear. Last thing that made you cry. Okay, I've tortured myself and rewatched A Walk to Remember for the millionth bajillionth time, and I cry every single time. But you know, I really wanted to see the movie, and of course I cried like a baby. I need to really stop torturing myself like that, but you know, I can't help it. It's such a good film. But yeah, A Walk to Remember was the last thing that made me cry. Last time you said you love someone. I tell people I love them every day because, you know, you never know when your last day is going to be your last. That's just, I know it sounds morbid, but it's true. So I usually tell people that I see that I love them. So yeah, I mean, I told people I love them today, so every day I tell people I love them, so get over it. If I tell you I love you, and I'm just saying that because I mean it. Meaning behind your YouTube name, Alyssa White, that's my name. There's not much meaning behind it besides that's my name. If like you're talking about Uncharted Girl 88, Uncharted is one of my favorite game franchises, but I also love to travel, so kind of fits. Girl, obviously, female, and 88 is my favorite number, so there you go. Little insight. And last book you read, that would be We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and I'll talk about that in my monthly favorites, but it was pretty good. The book you're currently reading, I'm currently reading Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin. It's a huge book. It's taking me a while because I read just for a little bit and then I go and do something else, but I thoroughly enjoy it. And of course, that's the series of books that sparked Game of Thrones, so I love it. Last show you watched, let's see, what was the last show I watched? I think Finding Carter on Finding Carter was the last TV show I watched, but I'll watch some more soon. I promise you that. But the last one was Finding Carter. Last person you talked to. In person, the last person I talked to was my parents at the same time. And I guess that's it. I texted Rich, but that's it. The relationship between you and the person you last texted. Okay, he's my friend. Nothing more. Just a friend. So, yeah. Rich is just my friend. Favorite food. Okay, I'm really picky with food. You probably didn't know that, but I'm really picky. So, my favorite food is actually like spaghetti and lasagna. But it's gotta be a certain type of lasagna, okay? So, I'm gonna have to say spaghetti. I know this is kind of a cop-out. It's kind of a little cheap thing, but you know, spaghetti is my favorite food. So, I'm going to say that. Place you want to visit. There's too many places for me to narrow it down to one. I want to visit, of course, I want to go back to Disney World because I haven't been since I was 7. I want to go back to Los Angeles. I want to go to New York City. I want to go to all these different countries like England and Paris and Australia and Canada and so many other places. I mean, I have a travel bug, so I can't really just narrow it down to one. Okay. Last place you were, Kmart, because I was looking for Game of Thrones Season 3 and I was SOL, so I'm still a little mad about that. But Kmart was the last place I went. Do you have a crush? Yes. Ian Harding. Hashtag future husband. Hashtag not really. Hashtag I'm not delusional. Last time I kissed someone, that would be Monday. And the lucky recipient was this gorgeous 10-month-old baby girl named Fisher Grace. And she got all my kisses and she loved them. And they made her smile. So my kisses make people smile. So, and Fisher Grace is one of the best people in the world. I mean, I know she's only 10 months old, but she's cooler than a lot of adults. And I love that girl to death. So yeah, Fisher Grace, 10-month-old, got all my kisses. 41. Last time you were insulted. Probably a few days ago. I won't mention why I got insulted, but I did get insulted. And yeah, it's not really hard to insult. I mean, it's pretty hard to insult me. That's what I meant to say. I don't get insulted easily, but when I do, oh my gosh, She-Hulk comes out. And yeah, you don't want to insult me. Favorite flavor of sweet? Everyone knows I'm a chocoholic. I love chocolate. Oh my gosh. I'll basically eat anything with chocolate on it. Get dirty thoughts out of your head right now. But yeah, chocolate is my favorite flavor of sweets. I just love it so much. I'm a chocoholic and I'm not ashamed of it. What instruments do you play? My throat. Because I sing. Because I sing. But I don't actually play any other kind of instruments. I would love to play guitar or piano, but I don't have the patience to learn. So I just sing. And singing is actually harder than you would think, because you have to use your stomach. You don't use your throat, you use your stomach. And you do not breathe through your nose while you sing, because then you'll sound nasally. And I had choir, so I know all this stuff. So yes, I do use my throat to sing. That's my instrument, my throat. Favorite piece of jewelry? Probably my class ring. I never take it off, and I've had it for years. I do clean it, don't worry. That's the only time I take it off. It is a little too big for me. It kind of slides off my finger, but really it's my favorite piece because I designed this myself, and it's got my birthstone, and it's just beautiful and awesome, and I love it. Last sport you played? I don't play sports because I'm the most unathletic person ever. But I did play games, if that counts as a sport. Not really? No? Okay. So, no, I haven't played a sport in years, besides when I was in PE and was forced to play sports and I hated it. So, yeah. Last song I sang. That would be Rather Be by Clean Bandit, but I sing all the time, so that's probably going to change soon. But the last song was Rather Be by Clean Bandit. Favorite chat-up line? I'm assuming that's pickup lines. I hate pickup lines. Never use them on me. Have you ever used it? Okay. Yeah. No. Because I hate pickup lines. Last time you hung out with anyone? That would be... Was it last week or the week before when I hung out with my aunt and 2 cousins and we went shopping and went out to eat at Olive Garden? It was so much fun. I really needed it. They kind of dragged me out of the house and took me shopping, and I got to hang out with one of my female cousins I hadn't seen in forever, and I got to help her pick out clothes for college. It was so much fun, and it was the most fun I've had in a while. It was so good to see my family, so yeah, those are the last people I hung out with besides my parents. And the last question is, who should answer these questions next? Anyone that wants to. I'm not tagging anyone. I'm not going to do that. So those are all the questions in the TMI tag. If you like this video, leave a like. And like I said, if you want to do it yourself, you can leave a video response in the comment box down below or answer the questions in the comment box down below. I'll have all the questions posted in the description box. Favorites so your friends and family can see. Subscribe to become an Alley Cat and help me reach 1,000 because that would make me so happy. And share me as long as you do it nicely. I love each and every one of you so, so much. Peace and kisses. Bye.